See, man, now these folks out there, man, that Bleacher Report dumbass list that they put out yesterday, now they got me back on my bullshit now. Cause like, bro, I've been taking a break from YouTube, bro. I've been on this shit for a little minute now. Cause like, man, this shit ain't for me. It's not for me. My the way that I talk, like this shit, like I ain't got no voice in this YouTube shit, bro. And like how I was fucking pre 2015, bro. Like shit just different. You feel me? So like that's why I took a little break, man. But seeing all this shit with T Mac Lazy Eye said, man. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I was watching the Pull Up podcast yesterday. I ain't like how all them niggas is going at my dog T Mac, but uh rightfully so, y'all got every right to criticize him for that shit because they're just stupid, bro. Like T Mac, I love you. Y'all love your ass to death, bro. Nah, like I said, I ain't like what BJ and all them niggas was saying yesterday. I hope BJ come up in this fucking stream. I ain't like none of this shit that they was saying, bro, because T Mac was putting up 30. Like, go look at the numbers, bro. Mac was putting up 30 and losing efforts. Bro. And y'all want to talk about LeBron roster. Man, let's talk about T-Mac roster. Go look at the rosters he played with. Let's keep it a beam, bro. Like, let's look at the rosters he played with. Like, go look at the early 2000 Orlando Magic rosters, bro. Like, honestly, I don't even know what them niggas doing in today's time right now. Like, for real. I don't know where them ball at because they were just so fucking garbage and so unknown that y'all want to hold him losing in the fucking playoffs in the first round against him. He ain't never had a consistent second option with him throughout his whole career. And that's why I feel T-Mac. That's why I really feel him because not only just that, because like, look at it this way, bro. Look at it this way. A lot of these NBA players, they got a lot of pride, bro. You feel me? I feel like T-Mac, like all these talks about him being a first round exit and shit, and people not, all these fucking youngers that making them comments, y'all wasn't even alive, bro. Y'all was in y'all daddy nutsack when that man was losing in the first round, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you wasn't alive to watch that era or to understand, just shut the fuck up, bro. Like, for real, man. Like, I'm about sick of all you youngers with that shit, man. Y'all ain't never watched Kobe. Y'all ain't never watched T-Mac. Shut your bitch ass up, man. For real, son. For real. I'm just sick of that shit, man. Y'all don't know basketball, bro. Y'all really don't know shit about the sport of basketball, bro. Y'all started watching this shit in 2015, son. So shut the hell up about Kobe, son. And shut the hell up about T-Mac. But let me get back to T-Mac, man. Because T-Mac, like I say, I felt like T-Mac would have got one ring, maybe two, if he would have played with Shaq. I felt like if T-Mac was on the 2000s, I'm talking about the 2000s final run, that everybody like to say that Kobe got carried, right? Not knowing that he was playing with an ankle injury. So I'm gonna sit there and use that I felt like if T-Mac was playing in Kobe role with him averaging, like 15 points per game on a bad ankle, which he would have put up way better stats if he wasn't playing on a bum ankle, but so be it. It is what it is. I feel like T-Mac would have been able to slide in and do that job. But for three-peating, no. Hell no. Mac tripping. You're not three-peating, bro. Like, people underrate, including T-Mac himself, the little things that Kobe was doing. Not only just scoring, but going out there defending the best opposing either point guard, wing player, or even small forward. He was guarding them niggas, bro. He was guarding Jason Kidd. He was guarding Allen Iverson, bro. He was guarding Reggie Miller. He was guarding who else? Ginobili, Tony Parker. I mean, goddamn, bro. Y'all underrate the little things that Kobe did, bro. Same with T-Mac, man. I feel like T-Mac would have won, but bro, you're not three-peating with Shaq, bro. You're not winning multiple times with Shaq. You're not gonna guard the defenders. You're not gonna take upon the challenge to go guard the opposing best players on the opposite team. T-Mac, you're not cut like that defensively. You were good defensively. You were underrated as a defensive player. To me, you actually were, and especially as a playmaker. But you're not on Kobe level, bro. When it comes to defense, I mean, 12 defensive selections. You're not on Kobe level, bro. You're not. I don't give a fuck what Jeff T said, bro. It's a bunch of dude, shut your bitch ass up, bro. You lost your spot to Dennis screwed him, son, and you got in your feelings about that shit, bro. Like, shut the fuck up, man. A bunch of bum niggas that ain't never did shit in the NBA want to talk about legends. Want to talk about winners. You ain't never won shit, Jeff. You too, Mac. You ain't never won shit, even though I feel like you was dealt with a bad hand. But bro, you're not three-peating with Shaq, family. You're not. Sorry. You can't stay healthy. I hate to say it, you was never healthy, bro. And three-peating is hard. Y'all don't understand how hard it is to three-peat. That's why Kobe and Shaq were the last team to three-peat. That's why. And they're going to forever be the last team to three-peat in the modern day era, bro. Y'all don't know how hard that shit is to try to win each and every single year, dealing with that pressure to try to win every single year. These teams trying to come back better and better each and every single year to knock your ass out the playoffs, like the Spurs, bro. Like the Kings, like the fucking like the Trailblazers, like the who else? Who else was good at that time, bro? I mean, come on, bro. The Utah Jazz. I mean, let's keep like, bro, really? That was stacked teams. That's why he beat the most 51 teams in NBA history, bro. Even after Shaq. And y'all still don't give this nigga credit. Why? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Y'all, bro, y'all jealous of Kobe, son. Y'all really jealous, man. For real. Y'all jealous as fuck. Y'all, man, Bleacher Report, these young fans, y'all are all jealous of Kobe, bro. For real. That three-peating shit is hard, bro. It's hard, and people need to not only give, they like, dude, like, y'all need to understand, fam, like, claim, like, Shaq needed Kobe because, like, that's why I'm glad BJ did that shit last night. Like, let's talk about all the Shaq playoff failures before Kobe implemented in the lineup. This nigga played on great fucking teams, bro. I'm talking about the Penny Hardaway, the Horace Grant, to Dennis Johnson, Dennis Smith. What was that nigga that was that 3-point marksman on the Orlando Magic team back then? That's what I'm saying, bro. Shaq played with great ass teams, bro, and only got to the finals when Mike was out of the league. That's the only time he got to the finals. But other than that, he been swept all throughout his whole career, bro, until Kobe got implemented in the lineup. So, like, what that say about Shaq? Like, y'all knocking Kobe for winning all these titles with Shaq. What does that say about Shaq? Why we don't hold Shaq to that same standard when he ain't started winning until Kobe got done? He never was shit, bro. He got dominated by all the great centers in the 90s, bro, until all the niggas retired. Until all the niggas retired, bro. That nigga wasn't on shit with Penny, and Penny was an all-time great. And like, don't talk about the injuries that Penny was healthy all the way up to like 98. That's when the injuries started to pile up. But even after Shaq left, Penny was still carrying. Penny was still the man, bro. Penny was a dog. And Shaq couldn't win with him. He could have win with Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones and Big Dog Glenn Robinson when he got to LA. Couldn't win with them niggas, getting his ass smoked by Utah by the pedophile man and motherfucking John Stockton. He was getting his ass smoked and getting sent home every single year by them niggas, but he the most dominant big man. Make the fuck out my face with that shit, man. Shaq needed Kobe to push him. Straight up, whether y'all like it or not. And Shaq know that shit deep down inside that he needed Kobe to push him. He needed another alpha dog on the team so he could play up to his best ability, bro. Straight up. And all this carrying shit, man, like, bro, y'all need to go look at Shaq playoff numbers all the way throughout the whole Western Conference Finals. If they had Western Conference Finals MVP, all that shit would have went to Kobe. Because Kobe was dominating throughout all them rounds, especially against the Spurs. Come on, man. Man, I remember Kobe got mad at Shaq one time. Man, Kobe, when he was going back to bench after a timeout, man, Shaq told Kobe, man, put that bitch ass nigga through the hole, man. He was talking about Tim Duncan. He telling Shaq to put the nigga through the hole, which he's supposed to do. That nigga 10 times lighter than you. And you playing soft. You playing like a bitch. Man, Kobe led them teams in clutch time scoring. Not fucking Shaq, nigga. Not no goddamn Shaq. Kobe led his team multiple times with Shaq on his team and scoring in multiple series in the Western Conference, nigga. I don't know why we having this debate, bro. I don't know why we having this conversation about this man's legacy, bro. His legacy already set in stone. Stop playing with this man's legacy, bro. I'm sick of that shit, man. Oh, he shot bad. He shot bad in the 20. He shot bad in the 2010 finals. You know, Paul Gasol should have won MVP. Man, fucking D Wade, bro. Yo, zesty dick in the booty ass, bro. Shut up, bro. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, man. What you done? What you done besides call LeBron to come create a super team after when Kobe threw that ball up in the air? You cut the TV off, nigga. Turn his TV off. You cut the. Kobe made you turn your TV off. He made you turn your TV off, bro. Because you and LeBron was so disgusted because y'all flunking out in the first round. LeBron flunking out against the Celtics in a Magic. Y'all want to go create a super team and still couldn't three-peat. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five. And y'all couldn't even match up to Kobe greatness and Kobe and Shaq greatness. And you want to talk about Paul Gasol, bum ass, 16 points per game, sorry ass. Carlos Boozer had a better peak. I had a better playoff peak than Paul Gasol, the most swept fucking all-star in NBA history in Paul Gasol. Niggas going back and saying that Kobe averaged 29 points per game, shouldn't have won Finals MVP because he had one bad game. Like niggas not gonna play great every game, bro. It's life. It's life, bro. It's life. Look, man, this era that made it so easy and really manipulating y'all into thinking that that shoot like, bro, like that's what I'm saying, man. I miss the NBA pre-analytics because Kobe and many other greats before this analytics shit, they played to win the game, bro. And that's what Kobe did in Game 7 of the 2010 finals. He played to win the game by getting 15 rebounds over. Bro, that was some giants back then in that 2010 finals with Kendrick Perkins, Kevin Garnett, Andrew Bynum, Paul Gasol. Man, like, bro, he got 15 rebounds. He led the whole entire game in rebounds, bro. Battling with them big boys down there. And if y'all was allowed to watch that finals, all them finals decided about who was going to win the rebound battle. And that would have came down to, in Game 7, who was going to win the rebound battle. And Kobe stepped up. He did whatever he needed to do, bro. And stop disrespecting that man. Son, LeBron could never do that, bro. Y'all fake ass king would never do that, bro. Straight up. Straight the fuck up, man. Like, that whole 2010 playoff run was so legendary. And y'all take that shit for granted, bro. Y'all take that shit for granted, son. Y'all need to go watch that 2010 playoffs. How much he was dominating the Jazz, the Rockets, the Suns. I mean, bro, those are all 55 plus win teams that he was going through, bro. You feel me? Like, that's why he the second GOAT to me, because I'm looking at the competition that Kobe had to play against, bro, and the defenders, dude, like, it's a joke because I feel like Ron Artest would be a 3-time defensive player of the year in this era than what he was back then. You feel me? Because, bro, like, the West was so stacked when it came to, like, perimeter defenders. Like, they had it all, bro. They had the big man and they had the defenders in that West. You feel me? To, like, Ronnie Brewer, AK-47, Shane Battier, Ron Artest. Who else? Ruby Patterson, Scottie Pippen for a little bit of times in his earlier years in Portland. Like, man, like, this who Kobe had to face when he was on the offensive end. This is who we had to face. Why he was giving you A+ defense on the other end, bro. Like, I just don't get how that's not honored in today's society, bro. You know, I just don't get that shit, bro. But it's like, you know, we got motherfuckers like Steph above Kobe. Get the fuck out of here, bro. A nigga that lost his finals MVP to fucking Iggy. I'm a Steph hater. Sorry, bro. I watched this man do my team's bad. So yeah, I'm gonna be a forever Steph hater, bro. But Steph nowhere near better than Kobe. That's why I cherish that 2016 ring, because they were starting that shit way back then. That he was more of an offensive threat than Kobe Bryant in 2006. Get the fuck out of here. He nowhere near close to Kobe. Steph would say that shit right now that he not nowhere near better than Kobe. And Steph, D Wade, LeBron, they all excluded out of my top 10, top 5 category, bro. And I'm a Wade fan, but he excused, man, y'all all created super teams, bro. Straight up, bro. If you create a super team, you should be automatically excused out of the conversation, bro. And you automatically ain't better than Kobe. I don't give a fuck what stats you put up. You putting up stats on a great team. Simple as that. You getting the stats on a great team, bro. Kobe ain't really, bro, he had good players, but he ain't have a great team like Steph, Wade, and LeBron, bro. These niggas played with all level Hall of Famers, bro. The only Hall of Famer that he really played with was Shaq. I'm talking about first ballot, MVP conversations each and every single year. Straight up, bro. You automatically excused from out of the top 10 and top 5 if you create super teams, bro. But ain't nobody but LeBron that created this fraudulent ass list, because he runs the media. And he always been jealous of Kobe. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that. This nigga always been jealous of Kobe. That he gonna come to LA and try to outdo Kobe and flunk the fuck out. Flunked out, man. Nigga, a whole out here, man. Man, fuck LeBron. Fuck this new NBA shit. Man, fuck Bleacher Report. Fuck ESPN. Y'all ain't real basketball heads, and fuck these new fans. Y'all niggas is not no true basketball heads, bro. Straight up, man. Telling y'all, man, man. This disrespect got too far out of hand, man. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm just over it, bro. I'm just over it. And man, pull up that nigga BJ, man. That nigga Dom yesterday. Man, don't ever bring that nigga up your panel. But you know what? I'm glad you brought that nigga up the panel, because the more that you let niggas talk, the more that niggas don't know basketball, bro. And I'm trying to remember what the fuck that nigga said. That nigga said some wild shit yesterday. Right, man, y'all need to go watch that whole broadcast on the Pull Up Podcast, bro, about Kobe Bryant, man. Man, this nigga Dom was just out his rabbit ass mind disrespecting Kobe, son. Disrespecting that man. You know, and talking about he quit on the Suns in 06. Y'all don't even know the whole narrative, because I'm gonna get on that shit too. Y'all don't even know the whole narrative behind that 2006 shit, bro. Cause like I said, I'm a late Gen Zer. I'm a late Gen Zer, so I was able to witness the last good era of things before social media, you know. And growing up with my pops, because my sister played basketball, my pops loved basketball. So like whatever that was on TV in the living room, that's what I had to watch. And you know, I watched a lot of Kobe, T-Mac, a lot of LeBron, younger LeBron games growing up, bro. I watched a lot of them niggas growing up, man. You feel me? Yeah, man, that '06 playoffs, that people love to talk about, because we talk about LeBron quitting on his team multiple times. So these niggas trying to find every single thing and a little chinks in the armors of Kobe to try to use against him. And these fools out here talking about that he quit on the Suns and he stopped shooting in the second half. So it's like y'all arguments are so fucking flawed. So y'all get on his ass for shooting a little bit more than Shaq in the 04 finals, and y'all getting on his ass for not shooting the ball and calling him a quitter. when being up 3-1. Y'all not even knowing that they wasn't even supposed to be up 3-1 because the Suns was the heavy favorite. Do y'all know how serious them Suns team was in the early 2000s? Yeah, they couldn't beat the Spurs. We all knew that. But do y'all know how much of a havoc Steve Nash and Sean Marion and Leonardo Barbosa and Amari Stoudemire, you know how much of a problem it was? And they had 10 Thomas as a six man coming off the bench, bro. Like, they was a fucking problem. And for Kobe to be up 3-1, that was fucking amazing, bro. That was amazing. That was amazing. You know, and I ain't making excuses for him because I feel like he still should have shot and still should have went out and go win the game. But at the same time, I get where Kobe is coming from because, dude, this nigga dropped 50 the game before game 7. This nigga dropped 50 in a losing effort because these motherfuckers don't want to box out and grab a rebound. And these motherfuckers let 10 Thomas get open. They leave 10 Thomas open twice on top of the perimeter. They left his ass wide open twice to tie the game up and go into overtime, bro. And Kobe was going berserk in overtime, but it wasn't enough, bro. It wasn't enough. That nigga was going to have to score 70 just for them to win that game. You know, and after that game 6 performance that he had, people was like, oh, you need to pass more and you need to trust your teammates more. You know, how the fuck you want me to trust Smush Parker and Mbenga and Lamar Odom was good. He was nice, but Lamar Odom could have been better than what he was if that nigga would have left the drugs alone. Because Lamar Odom was nice, you know. But yeah, Lamar. I'm trying to look for my charger. My phone about to die. But yeah, man. Who else? Chris Duhon. Who else was on them old Laker teams, bro? Bro, it was Pittsburgh, bro. And he was responsible throughout the whole regular season. He was responsible. My charger. He was responsible 34% of the Lakers' points. So they needed Kobe to average some 35 in the regular season, bro, for them to just get in the playoffs. And he made it as a 6 seed. Like, that's amazing, bro. That's like he did that shit. He made it as a 6 seed, bro. But they ain't had no business being up against the Suns in that series, bro. Rather y'all like it or not, y'all could call him a quitter all y'all want to. That nigga was not supposed to be up in that series, bro. You know, and that's why he ended up stopped shooting because people was calling him a ball hog. You know, and that wasn't true. He had to carry that offense. And I don't understand why people call him a ball hog when he's #1 in assists by shooting guards. That's another narrative that I keep on. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this generation, bro, y'all are so fucking wrong and so fucking dumb. Y'all dumber than a bag of rocks, bro. It's like these youngins, because they hate Kobe so much, you could show stats and film that the narrative that whatever that the media done told them or a nigga that said in the comment section, because a lot of motherfuckers be running off what niggas be saying in the comment section and be repeating in other videos and shit, you know, because ain't nobody got a mind of their own nowadays. You feel me? Because you niggas lame. Y'all ain't men. Y'all really not men. So you know, the ball hog shit, that don't make any sense because he averaged 5 assists for a fucking shooting guard and got over 10,000 assists. And y'all want to call him a ball hog? Kobe passed the ball, bro. I just don't get that. Kobe was an underrated playmaker. Yes, there were many times that he should have passed the ball, but at times, would you want to pass the Smush Parker? Y'all love to talk about LeBron 017. Man, shit. I'd rather take Larry Hughes over fucking Smush Parker any day of the week. I know Kobe would rather have Larry Hughes over Smush Parker, who was an all-star himself. Big Z, who was an all-star before LeBron. Mo Williams, who was a bucket getter. I mean, bro, come on, bro. I'll take any of them guards over fucking Smush Parker, over Sasa Vujacic, over Luke Walton. Really? Luke Walton, nigga? Come on, fam. Y'all want to hold that shit against them? But LeBron was ball hogging in 2018. Oh, man, he the king. Oh, he carrying shit. He that nigga. Man, fuck, man, y'all some, boy, I swear, man, I want to punch y'all in your, man, I want to flush y'all in y'all shit, man. Man, that dick eating ass shit, man. Man, I hate you niggas, bro. Ain't nobody got that same energy for fucking Luka when he was ball hogging in Dallas. Ain't nobody got that same energy for him. Nobody got that same same energy for who else? Who else be holding on to the rock that long? James Harden in his prime. Nobody ain't got that shade and shit for him. I don't give a fuck about them assists, man. Man, them assists are overrated as fuck. Them assists is overrated as fuck by James Harden, man. Because he playing in an easy-ass era. And he had Mike D'Antoni as his coach. That inflated his assist numbers. But Harden on no great fucking playmaker. You gotta take James Harden over John Stockton, bro, because their assist numbers is on par or higher. You gotta take that nigga over Jason Kidd. You gotta take that nigga over Rondo. Fuck no. Nigga ain't no playmaker like that, son. Kobe ball hog. He was a ball hog. He should have passed the ball more. Bro, that nigga averaged the same amount of field goal attempts as LeBron James, bro. At 21 apiece, bro. So LeBron a ball hog too? But no, y'all not gonna see that. Because he averaged an ugly ass 7 assists. That's not even. Bro, you average 2 more assists than Kobe, bro. And somehow that make you an all-world class passer. Man, like, dude, get the fuck out of here, bro. This nigga only averaged 10 assists one time in his career. And that's when Anthony Davis at first came over to the team. Other than that, he been at 7 assists for his whole career. 2 more than fucking Kobe at his prime, bro. Man, get the fuck out of here. And y'all trying to act like this nigga a much better passer than Kobe or anybody else. Y'all act like this nigga a better passer than fucking Michael Jordan, bro. Which that's a fucking lie. Kobe could have passed the ball, bro, but that wasn't his job. See, back then, that's what I'm saying. Y'all stop comparing these new players to past generation because the games was played totally different. Kobe played in a system. Kobe played in the system. Oh, I know what I remember about Don. I'm going to get to that because this goes along with what I'm talking about. Kobe played in a triangle offense where the point guard had the ball most of the time to set up the offense, bro. That's the triangle offense. Kobe had a point guard on his team and Derek Fisher to get him the ball. When we seen Kobe had the ball in his hand 90% of the time, he averaged 35 points per game. 35 points per game, bro. Is you hearing me? He went berserk in 06. Kobe was never a ball dominant player like that, bro. Never was. Neither was Mike. They all ran a system. They all ran plays. Even Kobe called Mike to ask him how to run the triangle offense, and he still can't run it as smooth as Mike. They ran a system. They ran plays. I like these motherfuckers right now. You know, the point guard is the shooting guard, the small forward, the power forward. I mean, they just get a point guard and all these other fucking star players, they just give them the ball and give them free reign to do whatever the fuck they want to do, put up as many stats as they want to do. That wasn't acceptable in Kobe era at all. Motherfuckers like Rudy Gay and like Jerry Stackhouse and niggas like Ricky Davis that, you know, yeah, y'all glorify them niggas in this era for sure, especially Jerry Stackhouse, ball stopping ass. Y'all glorify that nigga. Shit, if I cut off half of his stats, if I show off his Washington and Detroit years, y'all look at that man as a superstar. Or a fucking star. But he wasn't that. That man was an inefficient shot chucker that think he was Michael Jordan, bro. Straight up. Nigga thought he was Mike, son. Now, a lot of these players, they got free reigns to do whatever the fuck they want to do on offense, bro. Free reigns, son. So that's why I don't like the comparing era shit, man. It was totally different, bro. Totally 2 different games, man. You know, and what Don was saying, cause talking about the system and the coaching that he had, I ain't never heard this in my whole entire life, bro. You know, witnessing basketball, watching basketball, looking at debates over the years. I just miss pre-2010 basketball debates. It was more authentic, more real. It wasn't no arguing. There wasn't no bitterness. It wasn't no false narratives. It wasn't no lies. Everybody respect greatness. Even if you didn't like a player, you still had to respect other players' greatness, like a Kobe Bean Bryant. A lot of people ain't was a fan of Kobe, but they respect his heart, his will, and his determination, and his will to win. You know, Two Raw even tell you it's so. Two Raw for Sports TV that he's not a Kobe fan, but he always respected him. You feel me? But yeah, I got off subject a little bit, but now I heard Dom yesterday, man. Dom on a Pull Up podcast is talking about Kobe never won without Phil Jackson, and what has he done without a great coach? LeBron never had a great coach, and he won everywhere he went, and da 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 and all it is. I'm like, yo, that's gotta be y'all just be coming up. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is why I don't debate. This is why I don't do YouTube no more. Because y'all coming up with some ridiculous narratives. Like, I ain't never heard of that shit ever in my fucking 26 years of living on this earth. I ain't never heard of no nigga get knocked for playing with a great coach. So if we doing that, we gotta take away from Magic, Kareem. We gotta take away from Larry. We gotta take away from all of these legends that played with great Hall of Fame coaches. Uh, we gotta take away from all them niggas. We gotta take away from Bill Russell and all them niggas. We gotta take away from every single body that played with a great coach, bro. We gotta take away from Chauncey Billups and Rick Hamilton because they only one when Hubie Brown was the fucking coach. That's when they only one. You feel me? So I mean that's what I'm saying, man. They coming up with ridiculous narratives, bro. Narratives that never existed back then about Kobe. See, the only narrative that they had about Kobe back then was, can he win without Shaq? That's it. And even when he won 2 rings without Shaq, he still had some people that still was saying that shit, but it wasn't as how bad it is today. Like, it's 10 times worse than it was back then, you know. But he got Shaq off the team. He wanted Shaq gone from the team. And he did it his way and won 2 rings his fucking way. And y'all niggas still saying that, like, y'all still harping on the Shaq shit and not harping on what he did after Shaq. I just don't get that. Why is he not cherishing what he did after Shaq, bro? And then he was saying, what would Kobe be like if he wasn't on the Lakers? Bro, he showed you that he won without Shaq. I don't get that argument, bro. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You don't make any sense, bro. The nigga ain't need Shaq to win. All he needed was a fringe all-star and Paul Gasol that gave us 15 points per game in the Western Conference Finals and against San Antonio Spurs. And Kobe had to slap this nigga upside the head to stop playing soft against Kevin Garnett. That's who Kobe was playing with. A soft-ass Paul Gasol that got dunked on by Blake Griffin twice and ain't did shit about it. That's who Kobe won with. If y'all was alive during that time, I remember Lakers fans was crying about the Chris Paul trade not going through because they sick of Paul Gasol and his soft-ass antics. Now we got bitch-ass D-Wade talking about Paul Gasol should have been found as MVP. Everybody running off with that shit, man. Oh my fucking God, bro. Jesus Christ. Man. I don't even. The shit that lost me, I don't like Steph. I respect his greatness. I don't like that nigga. But seeing Steph being ranked ahead of Kobe because they say that he changed the game, I understand that. He did change the game for the worse. Changed the game for the worse. But he changed the game. I understand that. But that ain't enough for him to be above Kobe. This nigga don't play not one lick of defense. He tried to play defense. He ass at it. Sorry, not everybody good at defense. But I done seen Curry get lost, get turned around, get his ass dropped. I done seen Curry get 55 put on his head by Brandon Jennings, bro. Ain't Brandon Jennings put 50 on his head? Brandon Jennings put 50 on his head, bro. And they had the audacity because of that impact. He changed the league. Nigga, what? Nigga, AI had more of an impact than Steph. Bitch ass nigga. But that don't mean AI top 2 all time. I don't mean AI better than fucking Kobe. And AI great. We ain't doing AI there. AI was an animal. We ain't doing AI there. I'm just saying, there's many niggas that transcended the game, bro. Steph not the only one. The game transcends every 5 to 10 years, bro. That's why it's called the evolution of basketball, fam. But to sit here and say that uh Oscar Robertson, bro, ahead of Kobe, bro, it's LeBron, man, and the media just been in their feelings because Kobe wasn't an ass kisser. He ain't never liked them, and he called them a bunch of idiots. And ever since then, they just been tearing his legacy down, bro. And his NBA periods, I'm so disgusted with y'all. I'm talking about the niggas that played in the era with him. I'm so disgusted with y'all, bro. Y'all sitting here lying for views and clicks. Like I say, I lost an ounce, a little bit of respect for T-Mac. He's still my dog. That's still my favorite player ever. But I lost some respect for that man, son, when he did this shit. I know he apologized, bro. You know, I understand your pride was on the line. Because you got to have pride in this shit, bro. But, bro, that's your man's. That's your man's, bro. You should have just said, I think if you would have replaced me on the 2000s ring, I would have won. I feel like you would have won. Me as well. But you're not three-peating. You're not doing the little things guarding the best support. You're not guarding AI. You're not guarding Mike Bibby. You're not guarding Jason Kidd and Richard Jefferson. You're not guarding Keith Van Horn. You're not guarding Scottie Pippen. You're not guarding who else? Who else, bro? I mean, goddamn, you're not guarding nobody, bro. You're just not. You're not taking upon that challenge to go guard Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker. I don't think he even got the agility to keep up with that shit for 6 to 7 straight games, bro. I don't think he really cut like that, to be guarding niggas like that, bro. Each and every single round, like, that's why they went on a three-peat, bro, and that's why the last team to ever three-peat is, son. Not Steph with his super team, with his stupid stacked team. He couldn't even three-peat. They all broken down at the end. That's another thing. Hell plays alongside with that three-peat shit, man. But you know what it is? You know why they didn't three-peat? Because Boogie just came out and said this shit, man. Man, the basketball guys ain't like that shit. Y'all showing up 5 minutes before tip-off. Kobe and Shaq never did that shit. They never did no shit like that. I ain't never heard no stories about them showing up 5 minutes before tip-off. Y'all ain't even got no respect for the game or respect for your opponent. Y'all taking them as a joke because y'all playing on a stacked squad. That's why I really don't even respect Steph. And people talk about that KD flocked over there to go to state. Do y'all know that Draymond was on the phone with this man after when he blew that 3-1 lead, and they all, him, Steph, Clay, Iggy, they all flew to motherfucking OKC without Harrison Barnes. Harrison Barnes think he's still gonna stay on the team. Nah, bitch, we gonna recruit KD. We got somebody to replace you. And this nigga, bro, you created a super team, bro. And I don't like how Steph fans and NBA fans try to rewrite history with that shit, bro. Man, you can't lie you can't lie about what Russ said on the video. You can't lie about that shit. You can't lie about fucking Bleacher Report and ESPN putting out the reports that go to state. And Steph even said in an interview that they wouldn't go pitch their recruitment to KD. Come on, man. You created a super team, bro, so that automatically, I don't respect you, brother. I don't. I really don't. You made me not want to watch basketball, bro, for years. For years. And I was watching like IT shit. I'm talking about Isaiah Thomas, his 2017 run with the Celtics, bro. I was just watching that shit again. I was like, man, like, I watched them that year. I was watching basketball a little bit, but I already knew who was gonna win. Even as a cast man, I already knew who was gonna win. Everybody knew who was gonna win. But like, just looking back at that season, you know, with Russ, I appreciated Russ shit, most definitely. But like, just like John Wall, IT, like, especially IT, man, like at 5'8", you feel me? 5'8", 5'9", he my height. You feel me? So it's like, just watching that man average 30 points as the smallest guard in NBA history, bro. Bro, like, that shit was amazing. But it's like, I couldn't cherish it because we got bitch ass KD and Steph and Golden State running it up, bro. They running it up and they making the game not fun. But like I say, man, the basketball guys, they came back and did me a favor because I don't wish injury on nobody. I don't. But when you don't respect the game and don't respect the players, that's what happened. That's why y'all could have never three-peated with all them stacked squad. Steph had 2 chances to three-peat. 2 chances. He blew that 3-1 lead, right? He blew that 3-1 lead, and he created a super team with KD. Now, he went back to back. But that third run, everybody broke down. Why? Niggas ain't take the game serious. Why? Niggas ain't in tip-top shape like that. Steph is, but Clay, KD, none of the niggas in tip-top shape like that. Boogie, not in tip. He ain't never been in tip-top shape. Never. And that's why they bit him in the fucking ass, man. And never let them three-peat it. And God rest Kobe's soul. I hope when I leave this earth, I hope and pray to God that he's still the remaining player. Him and Shaq is still the remaining players to three-peat, bro. And it's been over 25 years. Been over 20 years since that shit happened, man. But Steph, you have chances to do it, bro. You had chances to put your name in the history books, and you flunked out, nigga. You flunked out. Bro, you won 73 games. You won 73 games, bro. 73, nigga. 73. And you could have put a ring on top of that shit, man. You couldn't. You're lucky that you even made the finals because you almost flunked out bad if it wasn't for KD, bum ass, and Russ. I'm going to put Russ in there. But if it wasn't for KD and Russ and Billy Donovan flunking out, KD going scoreless in the fourth quarter, turning over the ball, Russ turning over the ball and shit, doing dumb shit, bro. You feel me? If it wasn't for them fucking up game 6, man, Steph and the boys would have been got put out. And who won them that game was Clay. So, bro, Clay done saved your ass multiple times. Iggy done stole the Finals MVP. KD done stole 2 Finals MVP from me. How the fuck is you better than Kobe? How the fuck you better than Kobe, bro? That don't even make any sense. It really don't. It really, truly, honestly don't, bro. It really don't, son. I just don't get that shit, bro. Honestly, man. But, man, like, I'm telling you, man, the ridiculous arguments that I heard, bro, recently, man, I'm telling you, man, that nigga Dom need to get slapped. That ball said that he ain't never won without Phil Jackson. When has it been bad playing with a great coach? It's like, why we not doing this shit with Magic, bro? I'm just saying, bro. Magic ain't never won without fucking Pat Riley. And Magic came into the league already with a stacked squad. Honestly, Magic wasn't even supposed to go to the Lakers. Same with James Worthy. But ain't nobody holding that against fucking Magic. Why we not holding that shit against Magic for him winning 4 titles with a stacked squad? But he ain't asked to get drafted to the Lakers, same with Kobe. Kobe ain't asked to get drafted to the Lakers. When Shaq came to the Lakers, that's when Kobe got drafted. They came onto the team at the same time, bro. The same time, son. But y'all hold it against Kobe because he played with the most dominant big man in the 2000s in a weak ass era. Sorry, bro. Shaq, you dominated weak competition. You dominated, bro. But he ain't never won with Phil Jackson. So what's that say about Shaq as well, too? Since Kobe ain't never won with Phil Jackson, well, what was Shaq doing them 4 years when the other coaches before Phil came in 2000, when he was getting his ass beat up by the pedophile man and John Stockton? What the fuck was he doing? What was he doing without Phil then? Losing, getting swept, getting sent home. So why we ain't doing that shit with Shaq? Oh, Shaq was dominant. He was the best player in the league. Best player in the league, getting swept in the first round like LeBron. See, him and LeBron got something in common, bro. The biggest player on the court, but the less skilled nigga on the fucking court, bro. Unskilled as fuck. All they got is power. I mean, Shaq had a little jump hook. He had a little footwork. He had a little something. But ain't compared to Hakeem better than Shaq to me. Yeah, Hakeem did way more than Shaq. Man, get Hakeem Kobe Bryant, bro. That shit'd be OD. Shit'd be OD, bro. Man, Shaq was lazy, bro. Shaq just said he played in a weaker era as far as center position. Same with Jokic. He played in a weak ass era. And he dominated a weak ass center position. In the finals, I ain't gonna say the West too much. I ain't gonna say the West too much. But I mean, the centers wasn't. I mean, David Robinson, Hakeem, they was all out the league by that time. Lonzo Mourning, Mutombo, like, and he dominated Mutombo in the final. But that's old Mutombo, bro. He didn't do that shit to him when he was in Atlanta. That's what I'm saying, man. Shaq wasn't on shit when he was in Orlando, bro. Getting his ass beat up by Mike. Getting his ass beat up by Zoe. Patrick Ewing, all these other greats, bro, getting sent home, bro. What a great team in Orlando. He had a great team in Orlando, bro. Wasn't on shit, bro. Wasn't on shit, man. So once again, let me ask y'all this question. If he doing that shit with Kobe, what has he won without Phil Jackson? What has Shaq did without Phil Jackson? And see, niggas brought up he won in 2006. Another Hall of Fame coach, Pat Riley. So what has he done without a Hall of Fame coach? And he wasn't even on spot in that finals. 14 points per game. Bro, you ain't do shit, bro. Dirk was running you off the court, bro. Dirk was smashing you, brother. You wasn't doing shit until D Wade said, fuck that, be down 0-2. Man, fuck y'all niggas. I'm about to take over. Either you're with me or not. And D Wade put up 37 points per game in the last 4 fucking games, bro. No, the last 5 games. That was 37 points per fucking game, bro. So what has Shaq did without a great wing player and did without a great coach? Let's ask that question. If you're gonna do that shit with Kobe, we need to do that shit with all the other legends. Kobe had man. I'm about to leave off on this shit because I don't got shit else to say. But I'm gonna say this shit to the Gen Zers out there. I watch basketball. I watch a lot of basketball. I watch a lot of 2000 basketball growing up. So I'm actually ahead of y'all with that shit. And I got every right to speak my opinion. Rather y'all say, oh, you're young. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I watched that era. If you ain't never watched that era, shut the fuck up. Shut up. And Jeff T, somebody, man, you know what? I'm glad Shake Daddy punked you in your fucking face and told you in your motherfucking face, give me your wife, I'll give you another shake. I'm glad he said that shit and your punk ass ain't say nothing. Kobe wasn't gonna go for that shit. And Shake Daddy wasn't gonna say that shit in Kobe's face, nigga. Your punk ass, hoe ass, nigga. You a hoe out here, bro. You an average NBA player talking about Kobe ain't play no fucking defense. Bitch, what defensive selections you made? What the fuck you did in Atlanta, bro? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing, bro. Man, you lost your shit to fucking Dennis Scrotum, brother. That's who you lost your shit to. You wasn't on shit and you want to talk about a fucking champion. You want to talk about Kobe, bro. You ain't did shit as a player, bro. You famous for a fucking podcast, nigga. Stay talking on that fucking mic and stop talking about winners. Sorry ass little boy. I'm glad Shake Daddy said that shit. I'm glad he said, give me your wife, I'm going to give you another shake with your punk ass. And you sat there and sat there quiet like a little boy. Punk ass little boy, man. I want to talk about, man, Kobe ain't play no motherfucking defense. Kobe wasn't really like that. Kobe took the game serious. You get paid millions of dollars to take the game serious. You might have never took the game serious. You might have gave a little bit effort so you could get a little $90 million contract. That little weak ass shit, man. And fuck out of here, man. Man, you played for the money. That's the difference between Kobe and the rest of y'all niggas, man. Man, Kobe ain't play for money. He played for the love of the game, bro. All you chumps, LeBron, KD, James Harden, Kawhi, all y'all niggas is playing this shit for the fucking money and fame. All the niggas that y'all like, a bunch of fucking chumps. They wish they could be like Kobe. All them niggas stealing money. A bunch of money stealers, man. Jeff T, All them niggas that's on a podcast right now, talking about Kobe, talking about these past legends. Man, y'all wish I had a career like them niggas. Same with you, dick in the booty ass D-Wade. Niggas just be, man, these niggas just be going on a mic lying. Lying. Like you don't got evidence of you saying the other thing. You saying different shit 10 years ago. You said D-Wade out your own mouth. Kobe showed us what a championship mindset look like. Oh, I'm seeing this nigga work out 4 or 5 o'clock in the fucking morning. This what it takes to win. I gotta do that. I'm quoting D-Wade. Go watch the Redeem Team fucking Netflix docu-series, man. D-Wade say that shit out his own fucking mouth. Man, bro, man, ain't nobody, see, this is what I'm saying, man. They got a bunch of yes men around them, bro. Somebody need to check them all about that shit, man. Y'all needed Kobe on them 018. Kobe showed you how to fucking win. Kobe showed all you niggas how to fucking win. If it wasn't for him, I don't think we would have ever won in the 08 Olympics. All of a sudden, Paul Gasol should have won Finals MVP. This soft ass punk. Lord God, damn, bro. This video gonna get taken out. I don't give a fuck, bro. That's why I don't be on this fake ass shit, man. All these YouTubers fake. I know I'm all over the place, man, but I mean, I can't fake it to make it in this shit, bro. If you fuck with me, you fuck with me, bro. But this shit here, man, I had to speak out because the disrespect going too far. Too far. And I can't keep quiet on this shit, man. Kobe better than all the niggas. Straight up. He better than LeBron. He better than KD. He better than who else? Who else was on that fuck ass list? He better than fucking Oscar Robertson. He better than all the niggas that was ahead of him, bro. I'm looking at context. I'm looking at what he did individually as a player. I'm looking at the competition he faced. I'm looking at the teams that he was playing on. He played with no motherfucking first ballot Hall of Famer after fucking Shaq. I'm looking at all that shit combined together. All the 50+ win teams he done beat. Without Shaq, without another top 75 player. More than LeBron, more than D-Wade, more than Shaq. The only other person that could match up with that shit is fucking Jordan. Joe Johnson was busting his ass. Bro, Joe Johnson ain't never bust nobody ass. He bust LeBron ass. I watched that shit. But that nigga ain't done. Bro, this nigga scored 11 points his last game he played against Kobe. He scored 11 points, bro. And most of the time, they was either matching up production-wise. They were matching up with each other. Or Kobe had one game that he completely dominated on. Especially multiple games. 55 in Atlanta. 42 in Atlanta back in 2013. I mean, come on, bro. Man, Joe Johnson ever dropped 55 on Kobe? Fuck no. So why Jeff T lying on a fucking podcast talking about Joe Johnson gave this nigga to work, bro? And Joe Johnson was lame. I like Joe Johnson, but Joe Johnson ain't nowhere near Kobe, bro. Stop it. Stop it, bro. 11 points, bro. Compared to Kobe 42 and 55 in your city? In your city. He did this shit in your city while the crowd cheering his fucking name. Man, I wish I could pull up that footage right now. Cause I'm live streaming on the YouTube shit. I'm not on stream, y'all. I wish I could pull that shit up right now. For real. The whole city of Atlanta going crazy behind Kobe, nigga. In your city. Your city, Joe. That's what I would have said to Jeff T. And that nigga put up 55 in his city. Joe, boy. A lot of these washed up bums, man. Talking about winners. Bro. This shit is ridiculous, man. All these niggas everybody don't need a mic in a podcast, bro. And I'll stand on that shit. Not everybody need that shit, man. Cause motherfuckers out there saying the wrong thing and people running off with that shit cause people ain't got a mind for their own and people don't want to go research and fact check these niggas. Cause I'm gonna go fact check that shit with what Chuck T said about Joe Johnson smashing Kobe. I'm gonna go, get the fuck out of here, bro. Talking out your rabbit ass mind. It's fucking ridiculous, man. Other than that, man, I'm out. I got shit else to say. I'm out of this bitch, man. I'll let y'all boys later, man. Shout out to my 2 viewers. I appreciate it for real, from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad y'all tuning in to watch me fucking rant. Cause I'm ranting right now. You know, I'm just sick of the disrespect with my dog, bro. I'm just over it, man. I'm just really truly over it. But other than that, man, I'll catch y'all boys later. Peace.